Presidents who did not win a second term on January 22, Joseph R. Biden was sworn in after defeating former President Donald Trump in his bid for re-election, but Trump is certainly not alone among chief executives in falling short of a repeat victory. According to the Washington Post, of the 15 commanders-in-chief who served prior to Biden, 10 ran again for the nation's highest office but were unable to secure a second term. 3 others served on them by choice. Here's a look at the nation's one-term leaders who were unable to leverage their incumbent advantage. John Adams, the nation's second president, was also its first on-term. He became George Washington's successor based on his laudable career as a lawyer and diplomat. But a series of controversies, including his support of the Alien and Sedition Acts, which many saw as a violation of First Amendment rights, eroded his popularity. He lost to Thomas Jefferson in a particularly acrimonious election in 1008, and years. However, the two founding fathers struck up a correspondence in their later years, and one of the nation's remarkable coincidence would mended with his horse of each other 15 years to the day after the Declaration of Independence was signed. John Quincy Adams. Like his father, John Quincy Adams failed to repeat his presidential victory 4 years after making it to the White House. Adams was in some ways a highly consequential statement, formulating the Monroe Doctrine, which aimed to bolster U.S. influence over Western Hemisphere. Among its core tenets was a willingness to intervene against European powers in any efforts to squash independence movements in Latin America. However, the sixth president was plagued by accusations of corruption and became a casualty of a shifting political climate. His Whig Party had lost clout during his presidency, and the fact that most states had since shifted to a popular vote of electors rather than state legislatures worked in rival Andrew Jackson's favor. Martin Van Buren. A former Secretary of State, Martin Van Buren became the first president who was never a British subject. The 8th president failed to garner a second term, something that may have had more to do with his predecessor's policies than his own. Years earlier, President Andrew Jackson had founded the Second Bank of the United States, which some saw as a stabilizing force for the economy. When the financial markets took a turn during the Biden's first year in office,